keys. What up, booyah? Welcome to my channel.
What's my vape?
What's my keys? What's my snooze?
That was a funny one.
That was Usher.
It'll tickle me.
You know, when he started patting himself down at the Super Bowl halftime show, and then there was all those gifts. It was funny, to be fair. Yeah. Very funny. Hi, how are you? Happy International Women's Day, and welcome along to my channel. I've brought Ruesha for moral support. She's going to do an interview with me. This could be car crash. If you watch her International Women's Day video, I want to apologise for what just happened. Please like, please subscribe, and please jump in the comments. We're always interacting. Before I go any further, thanks to Emma Kosh Interiors. This is incredible. We love it. Feel very much so at home. Hi.
Hi, Shaban. It's really great to be here with you. I'm just going to interview you, and
Thanks.
you know,
Why are you speaking like that?
because I'm in my interview mode. You know how sometimes you get presenters and stuff that they just become a different person.
Yeah.
Like the cameras on them.
Do you think I'm like that?
Sometimes.
Do you think I change?
Sometimes you go into like radio voice or whatever, but I get that when you're presenting something.
Yeah.
But I've done stuff with people before, and they're talking, and then they're like, "Hello and welcome back to the." And I'm like,
Are you okay?
"How did that come from?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, so
Yeah.
that's actually just wondering. So
There's somebody who's really big just now in the media, right? Who's brilliant, right? But the accent's changing by the minute. 1 minute I'm American, 1 minute I'm Scottish, 1 minute I'm English, 1 minute I'm like, what is that? Why are you changing your accent to suit everyone? At least I don't do that. Some people say sometimes I sound English though, but that must just be because it's coming through, but I don't try.
do you know who's pure English?
Who?
My niece, Reva. Oh, and heard her there. Mummy, mummy. And I'm like, I'm going to need to start giving her a wee. Shut up. So
She's got a lovely accent. She's dead posh though. So posh. She's the poshest girl I've ever met.
mummy.
Yeah.
Torture.
That is.
I will need to start chastising her.
Chastising her for the English accent. Get a wee bit of Irish Glaswegian in her.
Now we're back. How does it feel to be a woman, in your own words?
Okay. Mine's can probably be a little bit more serious than what you'd say. But I rate women. Big time. You know that old saying, Cass? Grow some balls?
You say grow some titties.
I say grow a vagina.
Okay, go on for Juju.
Because you know that you could hit a man very gently in the balls and it would kill them for a good 20 minutes, right? Vaginas are birthing human beings. They're strong.
Yeah. In
They're
fairness on
powerful.
that, should have really blown this on my channel, haven't I? Could have been like women carry babies. They go through all that. We've periods on that stuff. But anyway, again, this is you.
Yeah, I'm going to steal it right now. Like, I think women are unbelievable. Don't get me wrong. Some people say to me, you hate men, you're a man hater. I clearly don't hate men. Actually, I love men.
Yeah.
And I believe behind every good man is a good woman. I believe behind and next to every good woman, there's good women and good men. And that's how it should be. I'm very diverse like that.
Yeah.
I like diversity. I think we can all lean on each other and be better as one. But I certainly know that I'm sitting here now because I've got good men and women kind of thing. I don't just credit the men in my life.
Yeah.
I look at mum. I look at you. I look at Brogan. I look at my friends. I look at all the women who I work with, all the women who I've been mates with. And they're a good old bunch. I just think they're sound. And yeah, like, life can be challenging sometimes as a woman. It can be. But here we are, and the opportunities are there, and up the women on International Women's Day. I think I'm a feminist.
Okay. That's good. That's good for you. If that's how passionate you are about it.
Yeah.
Great. Good
Like,
stuff.
for example, you don't just see Ruesha doesn't get into these debates. Like, I actually do this for a living. I have to debate, right? I have to debate why. Remember when Hannah Dingley got that Forest Green Rovers interim manager job?
Yeah.
No, doesn't even remember this. It was only about a year ago at Forest Green Rovers. So it was before somebody got the job, and then Troy Deeney got the job. Somebody else has got the job now.
That's job changes every week, that one.
It does. Well, anyway, Hannah came in. She'd worked there for a number of years. And on that morning it happened, the news had broken. I went on TalkSport, right? As then it was a big story. I was the woman there that
Yeah.
day, working on on the show, on the breakfast show. And we actually, Rush, on reflection, we had so many callers that day call in and say why a woman shouldn't work in football.
Yeah.
And they couldn't understand why I'm getting like rattled and passionate and hated. They're all like, see, classic women, you're emotional, you're emotional. I'm like, what you're not getting here? I'm the only woman to have these conversations as why women are to work in football. That's sexist. You're a sexist pig. You're a sexist idiot. I'm not the problem. You're the problem. And if you cannot understand why in your head women cannot work at your club or work in football as a sport, you're sexist because it comes down to the gender. So a man can do it, women can't do it. Get in the bin.
I know, but I'd say TalkSport is, I hope I'm allowed to say this, is like probably a middle-aged men platform that's most of their viewers. I think some of them might be stuck in that old mindset of stuff, so they don't like change, they don't like the change of the game, the way more women are coming into it.
Yeah.
Maybe they feel threatened, maybe they just like it how it was.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Don't get me wrong, we all have things and barriers and people who we might battle with, but I've never gone into TalkSport and felt that I'm not welcome there. I've never gone to,
In terms of the viewers, the listeners.
The listeners. I'm like, it's radio, it's just
Aye,
the old
the
ears.
listeners,
It is, a lot of it is streamed online too, to be fair. But yeah, no, there is there's a clientele, there's a listenership, don't get me wrong, but that's changing. You know, that is changing. TalkSport's changing. Everyone's evolving. The world's evolving. Sport's evolving. Women's sport's evolved even more. So it's not going to be that way forever. You know, as Emma Hayes so perfectly said, evolve or die. You know, so if we don't all move forward together, then you're going to get left behind if you can't jump on board. You know, like people always want to like fight the system or like or like have a problem with the way things are done. I just don't. I just get on with it.
Yeah.
Get on with the change. Be okay with it. People have their battles and diversity happened, and I have a brilliant place in sport, welcomed by so many men. So I love men, but I see how challenging it's been for women. And on International Women's Day, congratulations you, because you're some bunch. Like, you've got to look at the people who didn't.
Who was the one
who don't have that in the workplace?
Is it about the vote? I mean, my dad always been like that about me about the vote. Did the woman get like run over or something?
Emily Pankhurst.
What was that? What's that story?
Well, she's the suffragette. She's the one who got us the right to vote.
She's a fighter jet.
A suffragette.
What's that?
You're kidding me on.
A suffragette.
A fighter jet.
Fighter jet. What is a suffragette?
Suffragette is like the movement.
She suffered.
No, Rush. You know this.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Rush, we studied the suffragettes in school.
I didn't.
This is unbelievable.
I didn't.
Oh my God.
My dad said honestly,
one day, what kind
like,
of woman are you? She fought, and the suffragettes fought for us, for women, the right to get the vote. And she went on almost like a strike that day, and she gave her life. And she ran out in front of the horses.
The horses, right? Okay.
At one of the big races, can't remember what race it was. It's one of the famous races.
Right.
Was it the Grand National? Was it? No, can't be.
It was.
Can't be. And she died, but she did that to draw attention for women to get the right to vote.
Okay.
Rush.
I'm just reading up on it.
Do you know the FA banned women for playing football for 100 years?
Yeah, it's wild.
So I get right riled up by it, and then today I'm like, yeah, let's give it, let's the women have it.
Yeah,
I love it. We need men and women to be the best we can be.
So
but
is it
for
an
so
International
long,
Men's
women
Day?
were held back. No,
and why is that?
I guess because, as the saying goes, it was a man's world for quite some time. So this day just celebrates the women who made sure that women got the right to vote, that women got to play sport, that women got to get ahead in business. You know, and a lot of men made that opportunity happen for women. I feel
I would rather like that, like learn or be educated instead of the questions. What does it mean to be a woman? What do you know what I mean? Like, it's more.
Have you heard about
obviously
this?
Obviously, it's me, yeah, because how I whatever grasps my attention. Like, you asking questions, I'm like,
yeah, that's
probably more educational to have a wee snippet. This is what happened. This, and then you go. Wah.
I've got a book downstairs that the kids got when they were born, and it's women who made the world great are great women who are changing the world.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. And Emily Pankhurst is in it. The person who invented penicillin is in there. Amelia Earhart, who flew the plane. There's so many women you can celebrate.
Right.
But soon again, these books will be released, and Leah Williamson will be in there. And
Ruesha Littlejohn that made RueTube.
RueTube might be in there. You know. But yeah. So happy International Women's Day. Ask me another question.
Do you feel any more sense and care about being a woman since you gave birth to your children?
Yeah, definitely.
How so?
Definitely. Just appreciate the female body. I'm like, and then the fact that I had twins here, and you grow them, and then you have that connection. I just think it's such an amazing thing. Like that.
It's not, you actually get, and then you end up with something growing inside you.
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty batshit, isn't it?
I mean, this is the magic of life.
That? How did that happen?
Rush, that's
Do you know what I mean?
It's
a story for another day.
That's probably in that woman's great book, People.
Right.
Somebody who invented conception.
Okay.
No, I do. I think women are brilliant, and it's hard. Like, it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, being a mum, you have your hard times. You just wish you had patience of a saint. Like you do. Sometimes I walk out the room and I shut the door and I go, ah!
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh God. But they're yours. Nothing can change that, you know. And I love them. And I think if I weren't a woman, I'd never have had that feeling.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that even more. I hope that I can raise them the right way, you know, give them all that I can and teach them the right things in life. And I just my one thing as a mum is that I want them to know how much they're loved, especially in this world. You know what I mean? Like this world where life is different to when we were growing up. You know, I want them to know that they're so loved and that we did everything that we could for them, you know? So yeah, having kids makes me just grateful. The fact that they came out of me in the most bizarre way. They were born, you know, with life in danger. And they're here and they're healthy and I'm healthy. Yeah, I love it. I love being a woman and I love it's just the best thing ever, being a mum. Would you like kids one day?
One day, but time's ticking. So maybe in the next couple of years, but I feel like there's a few things I want to do myself first.
Like what?
Just in terms of like career, stuff like that, focus on me, maybe a bit of travel too. I want to do all that stuff, tick it off.
Where do you want to travel?
And then mind your business. Like that. There's a few places I want to go. Can't say because people will be trying to meet me out there.
Who's going to try and meet you out there?
Somebody try to meet me out there for that winch again. I don't know. So on
You'll be
that,
fine,
my
hun.
question was, don't know if I answered your question there, but I had one in my head and you interrupted
About kids?
me.
Do you want kids?
Yeah, one day, Cass. One day. When the time is right, I will let you know.
Would you like to
'Cause
carry
what
the
was it?
child?
Honestly, the thought of being pregnant, I can't be arsed with. I can't really think anything worse in the world than being pregnant. And you're like, oh, it was such a beautiful experience. I'm thinking, can't drink wine. Probably
You're an
getting sick for
athlete.
X amount of months. Then I'll be a big moping. I'm batshit enough when I'm on my periods. So imagine me, hormones all over the gaff.
Yeah.
Probably going out and like just running people over because I've had a funny attack one day. Do you know what I mean? So there's a
Running
lot of
people
things I
over.
should consider. So as a woman, what do you want to do in this world? What kind of lasting impression would you want to leave? What do you want to contribute to this world? Not just for your kids, but for women, children in general, men too.
Yeah.
People that don't identify, non-binaries. What is it that you would like people to go, okay, like is legacy important, or do you want fake legacy, but I just want to stamp this change, this is what I want to be known for or leave behind? I
guess the way women's football is now, there's like, you know, you hear those discussions, it's like, oh, so-and-so's only there because they're on the bandwagon. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get to work in this industry. A lot of it is down to you, you know. Can you stop interrupting my heartfelt moments, please? Sorry. With your bottle. You know, having connections, I was able to start something, but I had so much passion for it, like so much passion. So that was important to me. And getting the opportunity to go into TalkSport and feel that they're happy with what I'm doing is like enough. You know, when it can be quite a tribal place. And just love what I'm doing and enjoy that some people seem to like what I'm doing too. You know, some people are really kind about that, and I'm doing it because I love it. So I think it's to encourage people to do what you want to do, put your mind to it. Somebody gave me this great bit of advice. James Plew, he was one of my first bosses. Do you remember James? Do you meet James?
Remember the name.
And he said, I had said, I want to work on the breakfast show at Clyde One. I want to do the travel. I want to do that on the show with George and do some other bits and bobs. And he said, listen, somebody one day is going to have to do that job. Yeah. So why not let it be you? And I was like, so true. And I've worked my tits off to do that job. Yeah. And I've always worked hard. And even now I feel I've got a bit of guilt that say something changed one day and I wasn't working crazy hours and I wasn't, you know, trying to juggle getting up early in the morning and then getting home to sleep to get the kids from school and doing everything that I possibly can. What if that all had paid off one day? You know, because I didn't just arrive here now. This isn't like a 4-year thing. I have been working since I've been 15 and doing every shift that I could possibly do and loved it. Never had a problem with it. Taking a lot of shit, taking a lot of knockbacks, taking a lot of heat and a lot of awful that I don't think some people would be able to deal with now in this world. But it was all for the right things because here we are, you know. So you got to take knocks, get stronger. Everybody's here now to be like, you can't take criticism. Did they say that to you? Challenge it. That's out of order. Complain. That's sexist. Sometimes it's that the truth hurts and you need to work on yourself to get better. So work hard. Go for what you want to do. And if you're passionate, that will shine through. I think that's what my message would be on International Women's Day. To men, also to anyone, you know, who has a dream. Go for it. I always wanted to do this and now I'm doing it and it's amazing. I love it. Well, it's nice to work with you too. So annoying. Honestly, I think I should run for president after that.
Really? Right, Kath. I think it's time for you to leave. Your taxi's outside.
My taxi is outside.
Well, anything else you would like to talk about on the International Women's Day subject? Or
yes, I have an amazing fact for you. Guess how many statues of sports people there are in this country?
8, 6, 8, 3.
I'm going to ask you a double it and add on 200.
Double it and add on 200?
How many statues?
Of women?
No.
Oh, you said females?
No, sports people.
Oh, yeah, like 200.
So there's 240 statues. There's 3 statues of women.
3 statues, but I know there's a few more like murals or whatever going on.
Murals are going on. Because Chloe Kelly I interviewed the other day. She's got the mural now up in Manchester. Yeah. I think Leah Williamson's got a mural. Alex Greenwood's got a mural.
I think there's a couple now that have got a few things.
But murals are different. Statues are...
Statues are the ones that people want. But
that just shows you the gap. The gap, how men have been championed for so long. We were at that Game Changers event the other night in London. Laura Kenny, Dame Jessie, Ennis Hill, Dan Carter was on the panel. Chloe Chong, who is the F1 youngest driver, who's the smartest girl I think I've ever been in a room with. She's got 8 instruments and she's 16.
That's nuts.
Mad. And Charlie Hull. Those women are amazing, what they've done.
Great panel, I must say. Really good panel.
Unbelievable panel. Actually, was in work and I was like, I need to get Laura Kenny a slot in this step. She is hilarious.
Good chat.
Good chat. Smashes her workout.
And for his dog, we're good at speaking. Like just calm, chill, but like personalities. It's nice to see personalities. Maybe that's been around other women that brings it out in them. Like, boom, bants.
Comfortable. No, that's fine and all sorts.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else I was going to say. But anyway, like that panel. I think now let's start recognising just... Forget the genders. If you're really good, you can be recognised as being really good. And let's get some more statues up there. Imagine a wee statue of you. Where would you put it? Where would you erect your statue?
Erect my statue? By the sea. I'd probably be by the sea.
Which sea?
Looking out to the sea. I do like the Irish Sea. I like jumping in there. It's peaceful, it's happy, it's cold. You think in Northern Ireland where you used to go, or more like Dublin-y? I do like Dublin. Obviously spend a lot of time there with football when we've got home games.
Yeah.
There's a couple of areas in Dublin that I do like. So yeah, that's a great question. Really great question.
Where
I'm
would
not
you
sure
erect your statue?
I'll think on it, but it will be by the sea, looking out to the sea.
Where would mine be?
Yours, probably in the kitchen. Done you.
You can always count on your twin sister for a sexist comment. Anyway, happy International Women's Day. It's nice to be able to talk. Anything else you want to ask me?
No, that's it. I'm just looking forward to getting into bed, waking up in the morning. You know, got a busy day ahead.
Always thank you for being so supporting of what I talk about. And
well, on that note, keep doing what you're doing. I remember the journey that you've been on. I don't know if I can jog your memory back in the day where you were working at Clyde, you were doing the pantomime, and you were DJing at night too in clubs, and I was your assistant, we call that.
Yeah.
I was your PA, personal assistant, and I'd sort your shit out in the morning, clean your shit up, actually.
Yep.
I'd drive you to work. I'd come to the club with you as your security guard. And look where you are now. Then you made the move down here and got a job right away, but you weren't satisfied, you wanted more.
Yeah.
And then you kind of was like, right, women's football, that's something to really get into. And you've kind of fought in there to make a change for women's football, trying to get that on TalkSport. You took yourself out your comfort zone, talking about stuff you don't have a Scooby-Doo about.
All right, don't try and
you've
shag
had
me.
to learn. You've done all that.
She making a move.
And now I'm not making my move. You're like pure desperate. Pure getting for it.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, well done, Cass.
Cheers, Cass.
You know,
thank you. And always been on the journey with me. Happy International Women's Day.
it's only the start. It's only the beginning.
I know, Cass, it's not the destination. It's the journey. You know? For anybody who's watching, really, it's all about the journey. Your journey can start now. I feel like Tony Robbins at the minute. But your journey can start whenever you want your journey to start. Get your plan. Surround yourself with good people. Be a good guy. Work hard.
Fasten my seatbelt for the ride.
Fasten in for the ride. Okay?
Because it's going to be bumpy.
Thanks.
Don't think it's going to be plain sailing. It's going to be bumpy as shit.
Yeah. Turbulence.
Yes. You might have a wee bag to get sick in because it will be a fucking nightmare. But guess what? Get back on the horse. Get back on that saddle and get back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what?
What?
When some idiot tells you can't do it, maybe you can't. I'm joking. Maybe you have to take that knock and go, where can I be better? How can I take this negative and turn it into a positive? Because listen, we've had that a lot, haven't we?
Shit every week.
Every single time. But you can use that negative energy to push you and drive you. Don't let it be the one thing that stops you, because not everyone's going to like it. So you've got to keep going, push through, push through all the time. And by the way, if you're a mum, respect to you. It's the hardest job and it's the best job. And I feel you with all that. And to everyone who always is on the channel and saying kind things, thank you very much. Women or man, we love you, but happy International Women's Day. Oh yeah, women. Women. Like, subscribe. Rush, thank you.
Cheers.
See you soon.